It's a privilege to be part of the discussions that are happening today. A little bit of background maybe, just as you look at the exchange that is being taken part now for over the last 12 months, and this is the second time that we meet here in India. The exchange is really confronting some of the challenges that we ask ourselves on a daily basis. The population is growing. The needs for energy are increasing. The need for healthcare is increasing. Yet also it is clear that there is an environmental challenge that the world faces. And that environmental challenge, from a carbon footprint, from a NOx and an emissions, and how do we treasure the land we have today for the generations of tomorrow? That is what this exchange is about. Not one single entity, not one single group, not one single individual can tackle these challenges alone. And in fact, if you look at the government in India's initiatives and the goals that they strive for, it is across many of these challenges. And the exchange brings together some great names from across the business landscape, as well as great partners from a government standpoint, state, to go and address these challenges. I'd like to pick on one today, which is very close to my heart, just given the role that Baker Hughes GE plays in the energy landscape. The government of India has placed a challenge. They said, let's increase the reliability, the availability, the sustainability of energy for everybody around. At the exchange, myself and the partners that we work with are tackling that challenge, but also from an environmental perspective. How do we make sure that we make use of the resources, such as solar, such as wind, but also match it and harness it with the availability of gas and also an energy transition of hydrocarbons? How do we make sure that we stop flaring that is happening all too often and a waste of a resource and recapture it and make it useful for automobiles, trucks, transport in general, as well as energy through LNG. At Baker Hughes GE, we think we play a role in this, and that's why we're so glad to participate in this. We set out a goal at the beginning of 2019 to reduce our carbon footprint by 50% in 2030, and to be carbon net neutral by 2050. The companies you see behind me in each of the fields similarly have goals and look at India as an important marketplace. The aspect of today, through the facilitation of Xynteo, is really to bring together a discussion and see how we take good ideas and implement them into actual projects. Over the course of the last year, I think great progress has been made in identifying the areas. Now the hard part comes. How do we actually take those ideas and make them real? How do we put them into action and work together as a team with the local enterprises, the state, the politicians, to actually advance what is the goal here? Again, today is an aspect of bringing the dialogue, continuing the dialogue. From my part of BHGE, I'd like to say thank you. It's an honor to be part of this process. But I think I speak on behalf of all the exchange in thanking you, Governor, for being here, but also for thanking India. Because it is a location in which we know there is a huge opportunity, but it can only be tackled when there is the right environment in which we communicate, dialogue, and have trusting partnerships and networks. So we look forward to continuing the exchange and really driving forward the opportunities we've envisaged. Thank you very much, and I look forward to the day. Thank you.